Time to party with the Lombardi, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the chain reaction continues to be explosive as hashtag sell Warner Brothers to Netflix has officially gone viral. Again. However, this time around, Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke, has joined the movement. Things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. Now, today's news is coming from cosmicbooknews.com. It is titled Joe Manganiello Reignites sell Warner Brothers to Netflix after Zack Snyder's DC post. Joe Manganiello, who happens to be best friends with James Gunn, has fans buzzing again after he reposted a Deathstroke clip on X featuring the hashtag sell Warner Brothers to Netflix, a rallying cry amongst fans who want Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery and revive the Snyderverse. The post came from the Raw Talks X account and includes an AI-generated video of Manganiello as Deathstroke, along with a retweet from YouTuber Tyrone Madness, who has over 2 million subs. Tyrone is out there working for us, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I remember when Tyrone had 5,000 subs, back when he was reacting to the Man of Steel trailers and stuff. And here it is. The man has 2 million subs now. And he is a Snyderverse fan. Shout out to him. Manganiello's repost quickly gained traction with Snyder fans. Pause. I do not like when they do this. They always try to put Snyderverse fans in the corner, right? Like if James Gunn posts something, they're not going to say James Gunn's DC Universe fans. No, they're going to say DC fans. If Matt Reeves posts something, they're going to say DC fans. Stop this. It's DC fans, not just Snyder fans. There's a reason why DC has failed over the years, and it's because they have read the room wrong, right? They want to act as if Snyderverse fans, I'm just saying it just to make myself clear, is the minority, when in reality it's the majority. Quit trying to alienate them away from the brand. That's why DC has a problem right now with people going to support what they're putting out. I just want to make that point. Many viewing it as a nod of support for Zack Snyder's DC work. The clip reimagines Manganiello's Deathstroke in a cinematic detail, reminding fans of what could have been before DC's reboot. Tyrone Madness also shared the hype, writing that Zack Snyder just released a new pic of Deathstroke, linking back to his YouTube video about Snyder's recent Instagram photo. Manganiello's retweet comes just days after Snyder shared a new photo of Henry Cavill as Superman, captioned, "Henry Cavill is Superman." We all know that. We all know that Henry Cavill is Superman. That post alone set DC fandom ablaze. There you go. Now you have corrected yourself, leading to a wave of speculation that Snyder might return if Netflix buys Warner Brothers Discovery. My own Facebook video covering Snyder's Superman post has been watched nearly 200,000 times, showing just how much excitement remains around Snyder's vision for DC. See what I'm saying here? Each time something drops that is related to the Snyderverse, it is set ablaze, right? The internet cannot stop talking about it. And get this. Snyder's post and that of Netflix post regarding that of Black Adam and Superman, and also this Deathstroke post has more engagement than anything that James Gunn has posted in the last 2 years and beyond. That's right. His Superman reveal did not get the traction that James Gunn, that Zack Snyder Superman reveal got. All right. This thing got like 1 million likes or something. All right. That Man of Tomorrow post, it didn't get any traction either. So at this very moment, DC fans are conversing about the Snyderverse because that is what they want. Why? Because they are the majority of the fans. Of course, everything is going to be amplified when the majority of your fans are engaging with what you're putting out. Think about that for a second. When you cater to the minority, you get little traction. It's common sense. I don't know why this is so hard for people to understand. And speaking of those out there who doesn't understand, let me address those mutant monkeys. First up, this is reality. All right, James Gunn is failing with DC. People want true DC. All right, I know a lot of you are hurt at this very moment because you want James Gunn to be successful, but you need to come to the realization that James Gunn is alienating more fans, including some of you. That's right. I had a guy left a comment on my video the other day, and he straight up told me, he said, bro, I hated your channel. I hated your channel. I supported James Gunn. But I have to admit that you were right. I cannot believe that he conceded like that. And I'm not going to put him out there. I'm not going to give you his name. In fact, I even deleted his comment because I did not want anyone out there to attack the guy or make him feel bad. But I appreciate him keeping it real. He knows who I'm talking about right now. And like I said, James Gunn has alienated a lot of you. Ain't that about a bitch? See, Zack Snyder, he does not have that stigma. Zack Snyder doesn't have a history of dividing the fans. Zack Snyder doesn't have a history of forcing something down your throat, even though he know damn well you don't want it. So with that being said, of course, fans are excited right now. Of course, DC is overtaking the internet. Of course, the movement is more strong than it ever been. Why? Because the majority is feeling some type of way. It ain't that hard to understand, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that hard to understand. Mutant monkeys may ignore it. However, those out there with common sense, we definitely understand what is going on here. We get it. All right. We know how to process knowledge. Unfortunately, some people out there, they lack comprehension. All right. They don't know how to read the room. And here it is. The room is telling Warner Brothers Discovery and Netflix, we want the Snyderverse. Now, I believe Snyder and Netflix understands that, but I do feel that DC Studios doesn't. So what could possibly be going on here is they have had the conversation behind closed doors, and Netflix has asked Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Joe Manganiello, if this happens, do you guys want to come back? And they all said, yeah. So Joe is advocating for the sale because he knows damn well if it happens, he's going to get back to work. It's a shame that the guy was fired by his own best friend. What kind of goddamn person is that? Man, as I told y'all, James Gunn is the biblical devil of comic book movies. The man has no business touching any of them.